Hi guys, Kim here with Art Classes for Kids, and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to be making a watercolor painting, and if it's your very first time, hey, I want to introduce you to Lily. And Lily's going to be joining me today to make this awesome watercolor painting that is inspired by the Australian contemporary artist Allyson Reynolds. She makes these paintings, here's a couple of examples, and they are inspired by moths. So they are paintings of moths done in watercolor. So before we move on, I want to tell you, we're going to tell you a little bit more about what you're going to need today in order to make a painting with us. So Lily, can you tell us about the supplies?
So the supplies that you'll need today are, for the project, are some watercolor paper, and masking tape. This is optional. You don't have to use it. If you don't have it, that's fine. We just use it to leave a nice clean edge if you're doing a background, or to keep your moths inside the center of the paper.
What else are they gonna need?
Also, you'll need some watercolors, of course, because this is a watercolor painting. You'll need a water jar, a toothpick, some paper towels, and different varieties of medium-sized paintbrushes.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So that's what we need. So go ahead and gather up your supplies, and while you're gathering up those supplies, I want to thank you guys so much for all the photos you've been sending in of your finished art that you made through our video online classes. We love getting them, and we love seeing what you've made and how you've interpreted these projects. People get really unique with them, but we can always tell exactly what project they are. And also, people are sending in photos that aren't kids, that are the parents doing it with their kids, or even the grandparents doing it with them. So, you know, even though we're called art classes for kids, adults can do it too. So, if they want to send in a photo, what's the best way for them to get a photo to us?
Well, how you can send a photo to us is you can post your photo on Instagram and tag it with Art Classes for Kids, or you can email us at kids@artclassesforkids.com.
Yeah, so that's if you want us to reply and check out your art, which we love to see. And, you know, we've been doing these classes. If you don't know much about us, we also have a business that we've had for 3 decades, Art Classes for Kids, where we teach weekly classes. And those classes, people come either to my studio, or we go out in the community to different popular areas of our town and bring our program to different places. And those kids come and they make a project each class after school. And then we do summer camps, we do all kinds of stuff. But right now, since everybody's home, we're doing our lessons for free online. And it's a lot of work, but we love doing it. And hopefully people will be going back to our classes sometime soon. But in the meantime, we're doing these, and if you want to keep them free and you want to help us keep them free at least, we have 2 different ways you can do that. One is that we have an app called Ko-fi, and in our descriptions there's a link to it, and if you want to make a small donation, that helps keep these free. And also, we sell supplies on our website, artclassesforkids.com. You want to tell them about that?
Oh, yeah, sure. So, our Amazon, we are actually an Amazon affiliate, and what that means is if you buy stuff off of our website that is under the supplies, it goes straight to Amazon. It's a link to Amazon,
and they'll deliver your supplies.
Yes, and once you buy your supplies from Amazon, they contribute a little bit
of the profits towards us keeping these video lessons.
This watercolor palette is actually from that.
Yeah,
Amazon.
we also have this tape and we have this paper. We have all this stuff on our site.
Yes, we put all of our supplies. We
use them up.
Like all of our basic supplies that you'll need in almost all of our videos on the website, so you guys have them.
Yeah, and lastly, hey, don't forget to like,
subscribe, and click the notifications button if you haven't already, so you can
see more of our new videos.
Yeah, see more.
Yeah, because we have new ones coming out all the time.
Yes.
So today's what I'm gonna do is get my paper ready. So I hope you guys got all your supplies and you're ready to get started. So what I do is I take this tape. If you haven't seen me do this before, I just line the edge of my paper with the tape.
And mine's already lined, so
and I rub it down, I hold the corner, and I rip it. So I do this on all 4 sides, and I usually tell my students, just hold the corner and whip it to rip it. And they remember that. So you're gonna do all 4 sides, and you don't wanna ever wrap the tape around the back. You wanna always rip it off, because once it's layered with other tape and it's also got maybe some paint on it, it's really hard to get it off when it's wrapped around the edge. So now we've got this. My paper's ready. Lily's
and
all ready.
And I didn't need to do that, so I didn't have to worry about that step.
Yeah, so she's ready to go. So hopefully you guys are ready to go. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna grab.
Oh, but if you're not ready yet, you can pause this video at any time. If we're going too fast or slow for you,
and then just push play.
Or if you just need to take a break.
Yeah. So if we're not going your same pace, no worries. Pause it. When you're ready to come back, play, and here we go. Okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick one of these paintbrushes. I'm gonna pick a big one. Which one do you want? A little tired, Lily?
I'll have this one.
Okay. I'm gonna pick a big one, and I'm also gonna pick a small one.
I'm gonna pick a small one too.
Okay, so let's move these out of the way. Now, all of the watercolors, if you're using this style, this is like a tablet style of watercolor. So they're hard, and then you can get them wet, and then once you get them wet, the color comes off. You might have the school type, like Prang. Those only have like about 8 or 10 colors, but their colors are really vibrant. Those ones are a little gooier. Those ones you don't have to put as much water in. Or you might have the tube paints, where they have a lot of pigment, like a lot of intense color, and you only need to squirt out a little and add a little water to them. So since these are the hard kind, we're gonna add water, a drop of water to the top of every one of these, just to start getting them wet and bright. So Lily, go ahead and add some water to these. You do this half, I'll do a half. And then we're gonna show you how to make the first moth.
Yes, and also, if you don't have as many colors as us in your watercolor palette, you can always mix some of your colors to make
and create new colors.
New colors.
For example, you've got some yellow, you've got some green. Well, you can mix the two and make a light green, more like a limey green or something. Okie doke. So we've got these all pretty much wet. Now, Allyson Reynolds, she's from Australia, a contemporary artist, making moths. People wonder, like, why was she painting moths? Well,
Moths.
Moths.
You said moths.
Moths. Plural moth is moths. Anyways.
Moths.
What she noticed that the moths like to come to the window at night because the light was on the inside of the house. But then they would crash into the window. And then in the morning, she'd see a bunch of dead moths on the ground outside the window. And she was fascinated with the shape and color of them. And so she started drawing and painting those. And that's kind of how she got into this. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take a color. I'm gonna take the big brush and show you that these are really simple and easy to make. You get a lot of color, you make sure they're very wet, and you just put your brush down and you wiggle it a little to get a wing. You put it right next to it, you wiggle it again to get another wing, and you want it really wet. As you can see,
wetter is better.
Yes, wetter is totally better on this style of art. So if I lift it up, it might drip, but you want to have these puddles. Then, what do you do with this toothpick? Well, you're gonna take it, and in a wet spot, you're gonna pull it out, and that's how you're gonna get super thin.
And you don't want to pull it out like straight, like you don't want to have your toothpick straight up, or else it might.
Yeah, you just want to have it really low.
Yes, you want to lean it and then pull.
Like that, and lift it when you stop. So that's the first butterfly. It's only one color.
Butterfly.
Butterfly.
Moth.
Moth. It looks kind of like a butterfly. So I want you guys all to make your first one. Lily, make your first one, and then we're gonna get really creative with these. So go for it. Let's bring this a little bit.
Yes, and also it might seem a little creepy for her to paint some dead moths. That might be really weird to you, but then it ends up looking really, really cool.
And you know what? There is beauty in every creature. And these are flying creatures that hit windows. Okay, so keep it going, Lily. Okay, so she's gonna make her first moth. And you want to leave a puddle. You don't want to dry the paint up. So make sure there's a lot of water in that. Okay, and that's your first wing? Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now,
Make it a bit bigger.
that one bigger, whoa,
Oh.
okay, that's fine.
And I can make a bodies.
Yeah, you can make a body in these too. So if you want, you don't have to. I could take this paintbrush or my toothpick and really skinny, I can just go like that. Make it look like there's a body in between. So she's got her antennas coming. Ooh, that's a wide one.
Okay.
That could be the body. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
I kind of like it.
Okay. So then you're
Yes,
going.
and also, you don't have to really wash your brush much, because it's okay if some of your colors like mix with other colors.
Yeah.
It ends up looking really
Because
cool.
you really want to create some cool combinations. So my next one's going to be this dark green. So make sure it's nice and wet.
And you can add different patterns to your moths. So you can make
You can also
stripes.
have them going all different directions. So now I'm going to have one here. This is another one where I fan it out. Like that. And then I'm going to take this and go out. I don't have, it's really dry in here where I'm trying to get the antenna. So I'm going to just drip a little water in it. Like that.
That's what I did.
And then I get my two antennas like that. Okay, so go ahead and do a second one. Now you can add different colors to it too. So I'm gonna take my blue one and I'm gonna add some red to the wings. How about this red?
I'm gonna do my really big ones first, and then I'll fill it in with some small ones.
Okay, that's a great idea. Oh, look at this. I'm dropping in a color and it looks like tie-dye. Now, a lot of moths will have spots on them. So those are my two big spots. Now, in a while, that's gonna dry. That's one of my first ones. Make all your big ones first. Another good reason is because then they have longer to dry. Okay, so let's see. So go
Sometimes bigger things in watercolor take longer to dry.
Yeah,
So you
especially
want
when we
to be
want them to be
careful.
puddly and really wet. So go ahead and make at least 5 big moths. So I'm gonna make another one here. They can have skinny wings too, like that. And then I'm just gonna do my antennas. Now don't wait to do your antennas later. Do them right away because then when that paint's really wet, you can really pull out with the toothpick and get those antennas. And it's best if you just do like 2 blots for the wings instead of trying to draw the wings with paint. Just blot it and it'll look more natural. And then I'm gonna go like, this one I'm gonna put a body on, I think. There's that one. Okay. So, oh, that one wasn't so big. I gotta go back to making big ones. I'm making my 5 big ones now. I'm gonna make each one of them a different color. You can have a color scheme. Maybe you want all your moths to be pink. Maybe you want all your moths to be red, white, and blue. Whichever you decide, just make it your own. Okay, there's mine.
Ooh, look at that spread out.
Ooh, that's cool. Okay, here's mine. Now this one right here, this green one here, I think I'm gonna add a little bit of dark color to the back end of the wings. I think I'm gonna get some blue and right over in here, add some blue. See, I just drop that color into the wet puddle and that's how you get it. Okay, so I need some more big ones. Okay, how about?
I'm gonna make like 5 big ones. So I have 2 already.
Remember, they can be flying all different
I'll
directions.
make 3 more.
Okay, I'm going like this. I'm just swerving that. Okay, I might do some with some polka dots in it. Okay, so this one needs some antennas. Oop, not getting very many antennas. Okay, I need more water. If right near the place where you're going to start your antennas isn't very puddly, then you can just drop in some more water so you can get some antennas. It's like that. Now this one, I can also do this. I can take my toothpick and drop it in a color, like a dark color, and make a little dot here, and then I get some polka dots. So I'm gonna do that again over here.
once you're done doing all your moths, you can also paint a background if you want.
Yeah.
These two have two different backgrounds. This one's kind of like a daytime background.
And
this
one's
nighttime. Kind of like a nighttime.
So if you want to do a background, I'll show you that after I get on my butterfly.
I'm not going to do a background. I'm going to make mine more like this. But you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. You kind of make it your own, okay? So let's make some more moths. I keep calling them butterflies. God, I gotta quit. Okay, I haven't made a pink one. I'm gonna make a big pink one over here. Okay, I need a little puddle there. Then I'm going to make antennas. They're all different shapes.
Also, at the end, if you still have some of your moths are still like really wet, you can also blot them at the end so they get dry quicker.
Okay, that one needs a body because I have a little space in between this one. I better give it a body. Okay, what's a good color for that one? How about this hot pink? Like that. Okay. Oh my gosh, so I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna make 2 more big ones. I'm going to make a lime green one. I'm doing every color because I love all these colors. Okay, so I fan that one, fan that one. Oh my gosh. Okay, woo! Uh-oh. Just dropped my paintbrush, but guess what? I'm not gonna worry because I can either do this, blot it, to remove it, or I can put a butterfly, or a, oh my gosh, if I say that one more time, I'm in big trouble. Or I can just turn that into a moth. So I'm gonna take that green and make that one a skinny moth. There, now my masterpiece is saved. Okay, there we go. This one, ooh, I'm gonna put some more color on the front of this one. I'm gonna make this one orangey in front.
Okay, I'm making one more big moth, and then I'm gonna move on to my smaller moths.
Oh, look at this. So I had a big puddle right here. Check this out, Lily. And then I'm taking my toothpick and going like that.
Whoa, that looks really cool.
Oh, that is so cool. I love that. So give that a try. You can also, I can put some dots in there. Oh, look at that. I added these 2 dark blue dots. I want this one to be bigger. Okay, that is my masterpiece moth right there. Okay, so just experiment, express yourself, get into it, create. Okay, how about a purple one? Okay, I think I've got all my big ones. So now I'm gonna do a bunch of medium-sized ones.
And small ones.
Yes, and I really like this technique of taking the toothpick and adding a touch of color. That one's gonna have polka dots everywhere.
Yeah.
That. This one. Okay. So let's see what I can do next because I'm getting all creative with this. Okay, orange. I have made an orange one, but I'm gonna make another orange one. This one's gonna be flying upward or downward. That was kind of a red orange. I'll add a little red to. If you add extra color to it while it's wet, oh my gosh, that's when you get to see it have that like blurry tie-dye effect. Like, you know, that's when you get the special effects.
Yeah, and it's okay if you get any, if you draw on your tape, because
We're just gonna peel it off.
We're just gonna peel it off anyway, so it won't show. Okay, so that was I done my big moths, so now I'm gonna make some smaller moths. I'm gonna see if I can make any moths with my really skinny brush that I got.
Oh wow, look at mine. Okay, looking good. Okay, so I'm gonna add one really big one. Okay, I'm gonna add a dark purple really big one. This one's gonna fan way out like that. And then
Ooh, look at that. Look at this one that I got.
Oh, that's awesome. I like moths because they look like they're made out of like tissue paper. Really thin wings. And this one, I'm gonna add a body in there. Oh gosh, I'm just making a mess here. Okay, and then I'm gonna get my little antennas. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna add a few more. What color haven't I used? I haven't used dark green. I have used. Okay, I'm gonna mix this one up. This one, I'm going to have a little one here. You can make them out of just dirty water too if you want beige ones. Okay, I've got that. Why does that sound so boring?
I don't know.
Okay, let me get a little of this brown and put some brown dots in here. Okay, that one I like because it looks real natural. I'm gonna make a few more natural looking ones. A bunch of tan, some tan ones. Try to use your brush, Lils.
I know.
Or you're just taking it over with your finger like, I want to finger paint them.
No.
That one got a lot of bubbles in it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna add more puddles to that.
This is my dirty water one.
That's your dirty water one? It's kind of pink dirty water.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Oh gosh. Okay,
I'm
so
gonna,
these are good.
because it's so light, I'm gonna add some bright, like, colored dots in it. Whoa, that's spread out.
Okay, this one
Look
I'm making.
that.
Ooh, this one I'm making 3 wings that look jagged on the end, and I'm gonna add some water to it. Cause I saw a moth that looked like that in one of her paintings. So there's my moth, and now I need some. You know what? I haven't used any black. I'm gonna take some black and make a black dot. Ooh, I'm gonna put a black dot in this one.
Where did my toothpick go?
Did it roll off the table? Here's one.
Maybe I put it in the water. I don't know.
There's another one. Okay, yeah, don't lose your toothpick. That's an important tool. Okay.
This one, I made my antennas curve into each other.
Ooh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one, I'm gonna go like... This one, I'm gonna pull that paint out with a toothpick. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna fit 2 more and then I'm gonna start my background. Lily's gonna keep on painting. Okay, so here's it.
Because I still got a lot of empty white space to mine.
Okay, this one's gonna get a body.
Oh, I found mine! It was not in my
Oh,
paper towel.
there it is.
It's okay, I'll just use the other one.
Oh my gosh, this is looking cool.
There we go.
Okay, so now I'm gonna do one more down here. What color should I have? How about yellow with some orange in it? Okay, so I'm taking yellow. And I'm gonna put some antennas. And then I'm going to add some orange to the tips. I'm doing 4 little dots that are gonna blur out. And this one can have a little body in it. Ooh, kinda. That wasn't a little body. Oh, I'm gonna do what I did there. I'm gonna go like that. Okay, that's cool. Oh, this one, the puddle just... So much for my black dots on that one. Let me get some more black.
Sometimes black overpowers.
Yeah. Well, it kind of just
Dang.
washed away because I had such a puddle. There's 2 black dots. And I had that over here too. Let's do some here.
Gotta make
Okay.
some dark green ones.
So now I've got this many moths. Now I'm not gonna hold it up too long because I don't want it to drip. But now I'm gonna paint my background. I'm not gonna go black. I'm not gonna go skyish blue. I'm gonna go with a dark blue, like it's just before darkness. And for that, I'm gonna take a smaller brush because I don't wanna touch the wet moths because they could blur out. So I'm gonna leave a tiny bit of white space around them like you can see in those. So here goes. I'm gonna use this color exclusively and I'm gonna start over here and I'm gonna come right up to my moth and go around it. Remember, doing a background is optional. It's more work, but it also has a cool look too. So it just depends on what you want to do. You don't want to go, if you're doing the background, you don't want to cover up your antennas. You want to go around those, which means you're going to leave a little bit of white space. So in here, I'm going to leave a little bit of white space around the antennas, around this moth. Okay, right in here. So now we're just kind of chilling out. This is kind of the meditative part of our lesson today, is now that you've gotten all creative, now you can just add more details to each one of the moths, or you can paint background, or maybe you're already done. So if you're done, just pause the video, or just keep playing it until we get to the part where we're done. Okay. So let's see.
And also, this is a nice project if you want to do a really nice and quick and easy project for you.
And any age can do this project. I've taught this project to 4-year-olds, and they've been just fine. Sometimes I have to tell them, do a few more. But otherwise, they can handle it, because it's just blot, blot, pull, pull. Pull those little antennas out of the wet paint. Okay, we keep going. Looking good, Lily. You getting all your little baby moths in?
Yep. Ooh, there's a huge space over here.
Oh, really? Maybe you need bigger than a baby one there.
Ooh.
So I'm carefully painting this background. Okay.
Oh, I put my toothpick in my water.
Okay, that was kind of
by accident.
crazy. But at least you noticed. So you weren't like looking all over the place for it. God, I can't wait to see how everybody's turns out.
More smaller. Yeah, we can't wait to see how your guys' moths turned out. Oh.
Whoop. Okay, it's like I'm kind of outlining my moths, but leaving a little bit of space so I don't touch them too bad, and then I just fill it in. Oh, Lily, your hair was just on my painting, and I just painted it blue. There's always something going on crazy. All right. So, you know what? This probably would go faster if I didn't have all these perfectly skinny antennas, but those I like, so I just gotta go around them slow.
Ooh, that little one dot made it like spread out so much. I think I could do one or two more.
Okay.
Moths.
All right. Wow, I'm about halfway down the background.
Did one more.
These moths are very wet over here, so I got to make sure I don't bump into them.
Don't say butterflies again.
Some of mine actually look like butterflies.
Yeah.
That one does.
This one really does.
Yeah.
The ones with bodies look like butterflies.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna turn my paper around.
Some of mine look like X's. This looks like X's. See, look. This
So
looks
see
like
what
an
extra
X.
decorations you can add
This
to.
looks like an X.
Lily, see if there's any extra dots or decorations you can add to any of them while I'm finishing this.
Oh wait, I see 2 more spots where I can put like some small ones.
Okay.
Some small moths.
Okay, we're getting closer and closer.
I think I'm done.
You think you're done? Okay, I'm almost done. Hang in there with me, guys. I'm almost there. Go ahead and start peeling off your tape.
Oh, and also I'll blot down some of my.
You can leave it because then they have a brighter. If you keep like a puddle that's dark, if you press it, it'll lighten it up too much. So
well,
just leave that one.
when I show it up to you guys, it might drip.
That one won't drip. Trust me, I don't think that one will drip.
Well, there are some big puddles. Look at that
one.
That
I don't
one.
know. Let's see.
I think they'll drip.
Okay, we'll take.
So when you take off your tape, you want to go nice and slow, and I kind of peel it at an angle so that I don't rip any tape.
Oh, this one
or
I never
rip any paper when I do it.
Oh,
that one you never put any.
I never put any antennas on that one, so I'm going to right now. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, I'm only got to get around this. Let's see. The final part
you
of my
put
background.
blue antennas on
I know.
that. That was cool.
Okay, let's see. Let's get a little more here. But I've got those tiny detailed antennas around here.
I think you're done.
I think I've done it. Okay, so far it looks like this, but I'm going to peel my tape off to unveil the real finished look. Okay.
With the white edge.
Move some of my stuff out of the way.
This one I painted against the tape, and it got that really nice sharp like edge to it.
Yeah, you see how this tape works now that I've painted the background? Gives it this really clean edge. Okay, turn it one more time.
Ooh, that you put like 3 bumps on.
Bumps?
That one, or whatever.
Oh yeah, I made those little like, yeah, I was looking at the style of Allyson Reynolds and I really liked those ones right there. How they're kind
those
of
with the, like,
spiky.
3 different ways.
Yes. So, I don't know what direction I'm going to have mine go. Maybe this way.
It can go anyway.
Anyway, are you ready to do the reveal, Lily?
Sure.
Okay. And 3, 2, 1, you ready? Go.
Yeah. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Big
I don't
slap.
want to make mine.
Yeah, you can. Yours won't drip. Yours won't drip.
It will? Okay.
Yeah,
Ta-da!
okay. There you go. Okay, so I hope yours turned out great. And you know what? I bet it did. So we want to see yours. So don't forget to send it as a photo. And would you like to see a sneak peek of what we're doing in our next lesson? Because I've got it close. So let me grab it. Hold on one second. This is what we'll be doing in our next lesson on what we call Found Object Friday. We're going to go around and we're going to get like 3 different objects, and we are going to teach this project in the style of
Cubism, and it's
inspired by
Pablo Picasso. And so what we're gonna do for Found Object Friday tomorrow to do it in this style is we're gonna go around the house and we're gonna pick an object that we want to draw, or objects. You could have multiple objects, but you could just do one or multiple. In this, it has multiple items.
Yeah,
so
and we're going to draw with oil pastels in the style of Pablo Picasso.
So the supplies that you'll need for tomorrow is some paper and oil pastels.
That's it?
Yeah.
So you can use watercolor paper or cardstock.
Yes, and also if you do want a cardboard backing like this, we used like a black foam board.
Yeah, but you can get a frame or whatever you want.
Or you can just have it just that one piece of paper.
Yeah, so that's tomorrow. So I want to thank you for joining us and making this awesome moth painting inspired by Allyson Reynolds. And I want you guys to not forget to like,
subscribe, and click the notifications button if you haven't done it already. So you can see when all of our new videos are coming out.
and I want you to keep making
cool art.